Now, to our top story, it's the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial continuing this morning at the North Gauteng High Court. A decision is expected to be made on advocate Mshololo's special entry application. What does it actually mean? Let's head down to Slindelo Masikane, who is still following this court case for us. All to do with accused number 5, isn't it, Slee? And the docket 375. Help me understand what this all means.
So when we resumed yesterday, Gareth, we saw Advocate Zandile Mshololo for accused number 5, that is Fiso Nduli, making a special entry application. And this is in terms of Section 317 of the Criminal Procedure Act, we understand. And it is basically for the High Court to note what Advocate Mshololo believes to be an irregularity in terms of the processes that are unfolding in the North Gauteng High Court in connection with this trial. She says that the fact that she did not get all the information with regards to the evidence, as well as in particular the second docket that has a completely different scenario in terms of what happened on the night Senzo Meyiwa was shot and killed. She says that this did not allow her enough time, basically, or fairness in terms of preparing a adequate defense for her client. In fact, she says that her client could have pleaded differently if they had actually been made aware of the second docket prior to the trial beginning. And she says that her client's constitutional rights have now been infringed upon. Of course, this special entry is being opposed by the state, saying that at this point it's premature, it's unnecessary, and that in fact Mshololo has had the docket now for 2 months, which should have allowed her enough time to be able to study it, but also to basically kind of cancel any kind of prejudice that could have arisen from the fact that she did not have this docket prior to the trial beginning.
So that's one of the issues that was raised. Another, of course, is how the state is viewing this second docket as well. What are they raising as concerns?
So we heard also from the lawyer for accused 124, that's Titi Tobane, and what he was raising in court was the fact that it doesn't seem like it's clear exactly what the NPA's position is on docket 375. This docket, we know that it has an unsigned indictment, which we heard from the state prosecutor previously in the trial, that it was just an opinion of a junior advocate that did not have any relevance or did not carry actually any weight to it. However, the defense then raising the issue that, okay, while this docket you claim has no relevance, seems to be coming up quite a lot, especially in the trial and in the cross-examination of the state's witnesses. And so what Titi Tobane raised was the fact that the NPA had written an email to him on the 26th of August saying that that docket 375 would only be considered in terms of whether the NPA will prosecute after the finalization of this trial. But a letter that was handed up to court actually says something different. It says that the state is now actually still studying the docket, meaning that it's still unclear as to when a decision will be made on whether those accused in that docket, which are those in the House, will be prosecuted. Because, of course, in this particular trial, we know that they are potential state witnesses. Let's take a listen to Titi Tobane's submissions yesterday.
Your Lordship, I'm very concerned, and I agree with the court that 375, the court has made the decision that it is irrelevant with regard to the proceedings of 636. However, if the court entertains the application that is pending of 375, based on 375 docket, it will make it relevant. And even this letter on the 26th of August 2022 then makes it relevant to the proceedings. The state is like playing chess games. They inform the court about this letter but doesn't hand it in. Whereas this letter that was given to us today is different from the one we received by email. And my last submission will be that I will let representative of accused 5 to continue with the application. Then when we will reply, we'll deal with these all issues from the state side and including that application, Your Lordship.
All right, Slee, just as I say goodbye to you, witnesses for today, are we expecting anyone, and do you know who?
Well, at this point, it's unclear, but we know that the state's first witness, Gareth, that is Sergeant Thabo Mosia, the forensic officer, has been warned to come back to court. He was here yesterday, but was excused in order to hear that special entry application. And so we are expecting that Judge Maumela will make a ruling in terms of the application. We don't know what time that will be, but then right after that, we are expecting that Sergeant Mosia will then resume cross-examination and continue with testimony. We know that, of course, proceedings then will begin at 10 a.m. this morning.
Oh, we appreciate the time, and of course we'll have live coverage as it begins as well with Slindelo Masikane.